Guys, all going. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. We got a pretty decent lineup today out of Woodford Reserve, and without further ado, we got Brady the Great. We're gonna try to get that name to stick. Dropping nukes, capital D, capital N for nukes, and let's get to it.
We got dessert on the table, guys.
Pretty much. So we got the Woodford Double Oak lineup. So we got the shelf bottle Woodford Double Oak in the middle. All three of these are going to be 90.4 proof. Woodford Double Oak is about 50 bucks around here. On this end with the white label, it's the Woodford Double Oak from last year, so 2023. So they take double oak Woodford and put it in another barrel, so it spends its life in 3 barrels. And then on the end here with the black tack strip on it, we got the last release of 2023 from the distillery series, which is the Toasted Oak 4 grain. I think it's the first time Woodford ever did a 4 grain. Yeah. It's got rye, wheat, malted barley, and corn in it. But we're gonna blend all 3 of these, see which one's our favorite. The 2 distillery series on the end are both about $65. But they are half the size of the double oak bottle.
Yeah, so you want to sip these slow because they go down pretty quick.
Yeah, and they go down pretty easy.
All right, so hopefully we got these blind right.
I think we got them mixed up correct this time.
Right. So we're starting from our left, your right. Talked about a dessert.
Maple syrup. It's a little grainy as well. I get like a dustiness and a little bit of corn.
I was definitely gonna go with the dusty.
I'll get the corn. Like a cream corn.
It's my favorite. It smells like you go into the barn.
Initial sip, I get a lot of oak on the initial sip. Well, I guess it's double oak, so you definitely get, but this oak is like not as sweet, but a little bit tart, like a little bit of bitterness.
It's really thin.
Yeah,
it's super thin. It's super light. It's
I definitely get that tart aftertaste though.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's gonna get better after the first one.
Yeah,
it's got a little bit of molasses on the end, just like a touch of like that sugary sweetness. But to me, it's grainy. I think I know which one this is. I don't want to spoil it.
It ain't the 4 grain, I can tell you that. I can tell you which one this is. Right off the bat.
It's just like a richer version of the first one.
Yeah, but a little different note, I would say.
I get more molasses on the nose right here.
Still a little dusty.
Not so much as the first one.
I still get it a little bit. I definitely get that molasses though.
The molasses is overtaking all my nose hairs.
I get a little bit of fruit as well.
Very fruity on the palate. And this one actually, you get like the first sip, you get a burn, like an initial burn. So it's definitely different than number 1.
It's crazy because like I've really indulged into bourbon in the past like year and a half or so, and like now, like I used to go for 90 proofs and stuff like that, but now when I've expanded my palate to more higher proof options, and you know, if I don't get that initial burn when I'm drinking, I'm like, damn, I'm drinking water, you know.
Brady done turned him out.
These are like a dessert though. I mean, they're just sweet. They're gone, and then you're like, okay, I need more.
Yeah.
This one has a better coating on the tongue as the first one. It's not so as much thin as the first one. I get more of the tarty taste on this on the after than I did the first one. But this one is definitely this took over number 1 in my opinion.
Go back and try number 1. You'll say different. So that almost kind of opens up the door for number 1 when I went back.
I don't have too much left in my number one glass, so I'll go back to that in a second.
All right, so glass number 3.
Going back from 2 to 1, 1 almost tastes like sweet tarts.
Right. So it almost like open up your palate and like your taste buds are getting very tantalizing.
Smarties.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I like that.
It's not dill, so we're good.
No, it's not dill. But yeah, I mean it's nowhere near as complex as glass 2 in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, glass 3 is different.
This one to me is
I don't get much.
It's kind of vanilla and chocolate, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty bland. It's almost, you don't get no, like, normally your nose, you open up your nose a little bit, but this one is pretty. This is a lot more oak. You can like, it's like you're smelling an empty barrel with this one.
I think Chris is on to something though. This one is definitely weak on the palate compared to the other ones. It's just bland.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean it's got a nice oak presence. It's got some good rich vanilla. But I like the flavor of that one more than glass 1. But 1 has a longer finish than this one in my opinion.
Absolutely.
This one is very thin.
I'm not getting much at all, to be honest. There's no complexity there. There's nothing. There's not a flavor profile, you know, other than it being a double oak, obviously. But like, there's nothing that I'm picking up that like I get more vanilla than I do chocolate, but like I don't know, guys. I might be turned off from 90 proof. I don't know.
Well, double oak it's always good to have in your bar. It just depends, like, if you just want to kind of change it up a little bit, I think it's a good.
I'm drinking the 2XO over Woodford though.
Woodford Double Oak's a very good introductory.
Yeah, it's always for the friends and the good times for, you know, when the person's coming over trying to get Patron, you offer them the double oak. I say that in regards to National Margarita Day. I'll be going home and drink my Patron tonight.
Happy National Margarita Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the first one.
I love the nose on glass 1, and then I drink it and all I can taste now is sweet tart candy.
Number 2 is starting to stick out to me as my number 1.
Yeah, number 2 as soon as I'm gonna go back to 3 though, because I didn't mind 3. It was just super
Bland.
Yeah.
Wow. I think 1.
Yeah, I think glass 2 just kind of stands out more for me. It's easily the most complex out of all 3. Glass 1 I think has the best nose. Glass 3 is a really nice middle ground, but there's nothing on the nose and it's got no finish.
Yeah.
So, do you have your ranking?
Yeah.
You guys want to take guesses first? What do you guys think glass 1 is?
I think glass 1 is the 4 grain.
I think it is too.
I don't think so. I think glass 1, is the 4 grain.
That's why I'm saying how grainy it was. I think it's the 4 grain.
I take it back. I think glass 2 is the 4 grain.
I think glass 2 is the double oak.
Yeah,
And
I
the
agree.
glass 3 is the double oak. Or
And you got 1 and 2 swapped? You think 1 is the double?
I think 1's the double and 2 is the 4 grain.
Alright, so what's everybody's least favorite?
So my least favorite is
Wow, double.
double.
Glass 3. Huh.
Alright, number
I
2.
was gonna go. I'm probably going with glass 1 is my least favorite. Number 2 was my winner, and then I guess double is my second.
Double oak.
Which is crazy because in the bottle, before we started filming, I went ahead and put that on the nose, and the double oak was phenomenal on the nose inside the bottle. So
Right.
like the fact that it didn't breathe or open up inside the Glencairns is kind of frustrating.
So we all picked the 4 grain as our winner.
And it was definitely, I think it was a nice mesh, almost like of both of them. I guess because it has that 4 grain, like there was something different from the two, the
Yeah.
double oak and the double oak.
That dusty smell that you're getting is probably the barley corn.
It's probably the wheat. The other two don't have the wheat. And it's funny too because I thought that first one was going to be the 4 grain because whenever I get graininess, I normally either it's 1792 or it's a wheated bourbon to me. Those are the only times I ever get grain. So I thought, okay, that's definitely the 4 grain, and it wasn't. Which, you know, it's the shelf bottle, and I didn't have a problem with that. None of these are bad.
Right.
The
Yeah, I
double
agree. None of
was
them
my
are bad.
last place today, but if you asked me yesterday to put $50 on a winner, I would have picked the double. I really like the double, but they let me down today.
All right. Well, there you have it. We got the 2023 toasted oak 4 grain as our winner. For you all out there that's had these, or at least had 2 out of the 3, let us know in the comment section what you think about them and what your palates are tasting. Today, our palates align. It's been a while since we all like.
It's a disclosure. It's the first pours of the day as well. So
Yeah, but there you have it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, and share. Returning viewers, we always appreciate the love. Thank you.
Yep. Let us
And-
know your guys' opinions on